ביקשו ממני כאילו.
Good morning, everyone. Today we'll have two parts to the briefing. The first one will be handled by the Foreign Minister, Gideon Saar. This will be an on-record briefing, followed by questions and answers. And then we'll have an off-record briefing with our legal advisor, Tammy Kaplan. Foreign Minister, please.
Good morning, everyone. Hamas continue to push for the renew of the war, refusing to release our hostages, refusing to disarm. Hamas ignore the will and the rage of the citizens of Gaza. Their interest is the end of the war. But instead of listening to them, it oppressed them brutally. Hamas murdered, after tortured, demonstrators from Gaza Strip this week. Recently, the British Parliament published the most complete report in the UK on October 7 massacre, revealing chilling details. Among them, about the horrifying sexual crimes committed by Hamas on October 7. This is not reports from Israel, this is a report from the British Parliament. I recommend to read it. Early this morning, or very early this morning, IDF fighter jets struck a Hezbollah terrorist in Beirut. He had recently been directing Hamas terrorists and assisting them in an attempt to carry out a major imminent attack against Israeli civilians. The terrorists posed a real and immediate threat, what we called a ticking bomb. Therefore, we had to eliminate the threat. Israel will continue to remove any threat to our citizens. We expect Lebanon to take action to uproot terrorist organizations acting within its borders against Israel. What we saw here is a cooperation between Iran, Hamas, and Hezbollah on the soil of Lebanon in order to initiate a terrorist attack against Israelis. Tomorrow I will head to Paris to formal visit. I will discuss with my counterpart and with other seniors in the French administration and representatives on the challenges and threats of that radical access in this region challenging all of us. Mainly Iran, that once again its leader only yesterday declared on his will to eliminate the state of Israel. Israel stands with the people of Thailand and Myanmar following the tragic earthquake that took so many lives. After the tragedy, I spoke with my Thai counterpart. Following our conversation, a mission of 21 experts headed to Thailand and provide assistance. This includes medical personnel and engineers. I also authorized the purchase of vital goods and food to help survivors in Myanmar through our embassy.
Thank you. Questions, please. Yes. A microphone. We'll have a microphone. Dan.
Good morning, Minister. Dan Williams from Bloomberg. Tomorrow the Prime Minister flies to Hungary for what's an unusually long trip, given that there's a war on. 4 days. Can you tell us what's on the agenda, what Israel hopes to achieve from this visit, and also what, if any, precautions Israel has taken, given that he will be overflying ICC signatory countries? Presumably, if there's mechanical failure or a medical emergency, he would have to land there. What precautions is Israel taking to prevent him being exposed to potential arrest?
I'm sure this visit will be successful. Hungary is one of our best friends, not only in Europe, but in the world. And I'm sure that this visit will have achievements, but I cannot discover everything time ahead.
Thank you. Yes, James, please.
James Mackenzie from Reuters. Minister, could you tell us something about any concerns that Israel may have about the role of Turkey in Syria at the moment, given the latest strikes, particularly in areas like Palmyra, and the possible effect of Turkish anti-aircraft systems in Syria?
Turkey, for a very long time, even before this last coup d'etat in Damascus, was very present in Syria, mainly in northern Syria. But I hadn't seen the international community crying out in any stage about the territorial integrity of Syria.
Thank you. Yes. Claire.
Hello, Claire Parker from the Washington Post. I'm wondering if you can tell us anything about, we've seen reports about plans to reoccupy 25% of Gaza as part of plans by the IDF to reoccupy 25% of Gaza as a part of a negotiating strategy to kind of put more pressure on Hamas. Can you say anything about that? And then secondarily, just where talks stand over a possible ceasefire?
I hope we will reach a deal. We want to do that. As you know, Hamas rejected the offer of Steve Witkoff, President's special envoy. We accepted it. We continue to engage. Anyhow, if we won't be able to achieve our goals in diplomatic or political means, we will have to resume full military operations. We hadn't limited ourselves by this 25%.
Thank you. Yes, please.
Yesterday, the Israeli plane was detained in Turkey, and there were kids that were actually interrogated like criminals. From this, it was reported in the news. What actions should be taken against Turkey? What Israel is planning to take against Turkey? Will would be interruption of the air commitment, air connection between Turkey and Israel, and also how Israel reacted officially to the Erdogan statement that Israel should be destroyed. Thank you.
What is common to Erdogan and Hamas is a brutal oppression of their people and their opposition. We know that Erdogan will be happy to remove attention from his internal problems by a confrontation, a public confrontation with us. So I will be limited assisting him achieving that. With regard to the youth delegation we spoke about, we followed that yesterday very closely until we brought another flight to take them out. That was a youth delegation that sent by the Ministry of Education, and we were coordinated. I don't have the full details about the hours there. I believe that it will be given to us by the Ministry of Education, and then we can consider.
Thank you. Yes, please.
Hi, Minister. Maria Traspaderne, Agencia EFE. I would like to ask you about the incident that happened in Rafah more than a week ago, where 15 people from the Red Crescent and the Civil Defense and the UN were killed under Israeli fire. I would like to have a reaction of the Israeli government and to know if there's going to be any kind of investigation about the event. Thank you.
Well, the IDF did not randomly attack an ambulance. Last Sunday, several uncoordinated vehicles were identified advancing suspiciously toward IDF troops without headlights or emergency signals. IDF troops then opened fire at the suspected vehicles. Following an initial assessment, it was determined that the forces had eliminated a Hamas military terrorist, Mohammed Amin Ibrahim Shubaki, who took part in the October 7 massacre, along with 8 other terrorists from Hamas and the Islamic Jihad. So this is what I can tell you about this incident.
I think we'll end it here. And we'll leave some time for the
lady. You can.
Okay, sorry. Yes, please.
Thank you very much. Maria Finoshina, RT. Mr. Minister, some time ago, Israel's Security Cabinet approved the creation of a body to coordinate the relocation of Palestinians from Gaza. It was the end of March, around 24th, 25th. So I just wanted to ask you, how is this progressing right now? How this process meant to work? Are people reaching out to you, or the government, the army is initiating contact, and who's sponsoring this entire mission? And does this move signal that Trump's plan is on the table again, or still, despite resumed war? And also, on Monday, the army issued evacuation orders all across Rafah and surrounding areas in southern part of Gaza, and tens of thousands of people were told to move to Al-Mawazi, some 10 kilometers away. How is it progressing? Is the Israeli army assisting these people, because they have to flee in a war zone, and it's a long way to go? Thank you.
For the second question, these recommendations or instructions are given in order to protect civilians in places when the IDF is operating. And this is something that it is consistent with international law and rules during war. With regard to your first question, first of all, Trump's plan never removed from the table. Secondly, the decision was meant to give, I would say, a logistical envelope to this effort. I spoke in the past, and I can speak again, about two main principles here. First of all, people that wants, from their free will, from their free choice, to leave Gaza Strip. That's first condition. Second condition, countries or states that are ready to accept. So these are the conditions in order that it will be implemented. The Deputy Director General of our ministry, Defense Ministry, was nominated in order to lead this committee, and if there will be any thing to announce, I'm sure that they will announce.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you. We'll now move.
The best part of.
We'll now move to the other part. The legal advisor Tami Kaplan.
או להקת חימום. מה שהיינו הולכים להופעות עוד, להקות חימום.
This was not the warm-up, but we have another part. Thank you, Minister. So, Tami, if you can join us. Now, as we shared with you earlier, this will be off record, so we'll ask our dear friends from the camera teams to take off their cameras. It's an off record conversation, so you can get